trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the game's first play, second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss.
3rd down.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 37-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1 yard. First down, Denver.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll be out of bounds.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's able to Pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Seahawks' 9-yard line.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
To number 89.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now they try the right side here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick in.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Down Broncos.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync.
He's got a man complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That explosive 38-yard pickup. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. Now a handoff looking right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
To the running back.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and a yard at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He was taking
a big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the ground with a tight end. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. They said they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The kicker on for the point after.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
36 power. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Goal at the 6.
25 yards that time. Running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
For Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right.
3-yard line.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they try the right side here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 28, Broncos 27. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
For the running back.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Broncos 35, Seahawks 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now they try the right side here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted by
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Broncos, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Seattle,